This SUV can literally float on water, like Noah's Ark had a baby with a Range Rover. It spins in place like a tank, and it delivers over 1,000 kilometers of range. It's called the BYD YangWang U8 L, a $180,000 Chinese beast with 1,180 horsepower that's making German engineers question their life choices. But can you actually buy one in America, Europe, or Australia? Stick around. This is Autoride, and things are about to get weird. Alright, let's address the elephant, or should I say, the floating tank, in the room. Meet the YangWang U8 L, which sounds less like a car and more like a Wi-Fi password your dad would create. Yeah, just connect to YangWang U8 L 5G guest. YangWang is BYD's ultra-premium brand. Think of it as BYD's answer to Mercedes Maybach, except instead of just being luxurious, it can also survive a biblical flood. The U8L is the extended luxury version. Basically, they took the already insane U8 and said, you know what this needs? More legroom and the ability to confuse marine biologists. This isn't your average hybrid SUV that pretends to save the planet while getting 18 miles per gallon. No, this is a plug-in hybrid that can actually float. Has 4 independent motors, one for each wheel, like it's playing vehicular twister, and a range extender engine that gives it over 1,000 kilometers of driving distance. That's 621 miles for Americans who still think the metric system is just a phase. The U8L looks like it was designed by someone who watched too much Transformers and said, but make it bougie. It's 5.4 meters long, that's about 17.7 feet for those of us who measure everything in football fields. It's 2.05 meters wide and stands almost 1.93 meters tall. To put that in perspective, it's bigger than a Toyota Land Cruiser and nearly the same size as a Mercedes G-Wagon, except this one can actually do what G-Wagon owners pretend theirs can do: go off-road. It sits on a body-on-frame chassis, which is engineer speak for, this thing is built like a brick house. Up front, you get BYD's signature dot matrix LED headlights. Think of it as the car giving you a very expensive wink, an illuminated grille, and shoulders so muscular they make Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson look like he skips arm day. From the side, you've got flush door handles, because regular door handles are apparently so 2015, 23-inch forged wheels that cost more than most people's first car, and sharp window lines that give it a clean, futuristic edge. If Cybertruck and a Bentley Bentayga had a child and sent it to finishing school in Shanghai, this would be it. At the rear, you get hidden taillights, because subtlety is key when you're driving a floating tank, a powered split tailgate, and a massive YangWang badge to remind everyone that yes, you spent mortgage-level money on a Chinese SUV. And no, you don't care what Karen from the HOA thinks. The ground clearance is adjustable with BYD's Dices P hydraulic suspension. It's like those hydraulic lowriders from the 90s music videos, except instead of bouncing to Snoop Dogg, you're bouncing over boulders. There's also an off-road master edition with roof racks, snorkels, and a side ladder for people who actually use their SUVs for more than Whole Foods runs. Under the hood, or should we say under the technological sorcery, lies one of the most advanced drivetrains in the world. And I'm not exaggerating. This thing makes Tesla's Plaid look like a golf cart with ambition. The U8L uses a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. But here's the twist, it's not connected to the wheels. It works purely as a generator, like a really expensive, really powerful extension cord. It feeds energy to a 49 kilowatt-hour blade battery, BYD's famous battery that can survive being stabbed with a nail without exploding, which is more than I can say for my laptop battery. That battery powers 4 independent electric motors, one for each wheel. Each motor produces roughly 295 horsepower, giving a combined output of, wait for it, 1,180 horsepower. That's 1,184 in some specs, but who's counting when you're already in absolutely unnecessary territory? We're also talking 1,280 newton-meters of torque, which is the kind of number that makes physics teachers weep. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 3 seconds. For context, that's faster than a Porsche 911. And this thing weighs as much as a small elephant. Top speed is 200 kilometers per hour. That's about 124 miles per hour. Electronically limited, probably because at higher speeds it might achieve liftoff and BYD's lawyers got nervous. This 3.6-ton machine, that's over 7,900 pounds or roughly the weight of 2 Honda Civics duct taped together, moves like a sports car. And yet, it can float in water for up to 30 minutes at 3 kilometers per hour. Let that sink in or float. Whatever. It can turn 360 degrees like a tank, or crab walk sideways using precise control of each wheel. BYD calls this the E to the power of 4 platform, which sounds like a rejected Elon Musk company name. This system is so advanced that it can keep the car stable even with a tire blowout, adjusting torque 1,000 times per second. For comparison, I can barely adjust my life choices once per year. The U8L gives you 180 kilometers of pure electric range. That's about 112 miles. Not spectacular for an EV, but remember, this thing has a gas-powered generator on board. When the petrol engine kicks in, total range stretches to 1,000 kilometers. That's 621 miles. You could drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco and back without stopping, which means you'd have to actually hang out in San Francisco. Tough trade-off. You can fast charge up to 110 kilowatts, reaching 80% in around 18 minutes, just enough time to grab overpriced airport coffee and regret your life choices. There's also V2L, vehicle to load, support up to 6 kilowatts, meaning you can power your home, campsite, or an entire Thanksgiving dinner if your relatives are weird enough to deep-fry turkeys in your driveway. It can power electric tools or home appliances for over 24 hours, which is perfect for when the apocalypse comes, but you still need to charge your iPhone. The U8L isn't afraid of rough terrain. In fact, it laughs in the face of rough terrain while sipping champagne and listening to classical music. It has independent wheel control. Each wheel literally does its own thing like they're in a boy band, but refusing to coordinate choreography. The ride height is adjustable, and it has a wading depth of 1,400 millimeters. That's 4.6 feet of water. For reference, that's deeper than most Americans' understanding of the metric system. And yes, it can float. BYD designed it to stay buoyant in emergencies for up to 30 minutes, using motor torque to maneuver like a very expensive, very confused boat. The wheels act as propellers. I repeat, the wheels act as propellers. Engineers at Land Rover are currently updating their resumes. For off-road enthusiasts, this isn't just next level, it's a whole new dimension. It's like playing a video game where someone enabled cheat codes, except it's real life and costs $180,000. Step inside, and you're not entering a car. You're entering a collaboration between NASA, a 5-star hotel, and someone's fever dream about the future. The U8L offers a 2+2+2 seating layout, 6 passengers total, with zero-gravity recliners in the second row. Yes, zero gravity. Because why should astronauts have all the fun? The cabin volume is a massive 5.3 cubic meters, which is more space than most New York City apartments and significantly more luxurious. Premium Napa leather is everywhere. On the seats, on the dashboard, probably on the floor mats. There's real wood trim, soft touch panels, and enough ambient lighting options to host a rave for very sophisticated people who drink mineral water. You get a 23.6-inch digital driver display, because a regular dashboard is for peasants, a 12.8-inch central touchscreen, and another 23.6-inch passenger screen up front. That's over 60 inches of screens in the front row alone. For comparison, most Americans have smaller TVs in their bedrooms. Rear passengers, they each get individual entertainment screens, full recline options, heating, cooling, and massage functions. It's basically business class on Emirates, except you're stuck in traffic on the 405 freeway instead of flying to Dubai. Audio comes from a 22-speaker premium system that surrounds you with crystal clarity. You could listen to Nickelback, and it would still sound good. That's how good this system is. Full ambient mood lighting controls the vibe. Romantic dinner? Check. Existential crisis at 2 a.m.? Also check. It's tech, comfort, and opulence fused together in a way that makes Bentley executives nervously check their stock prices. BYD loaded the U8L with 38 sensors. 38. That's more sensors than most people have functional brain cells on Monday morning. We're talking 3 LiDARs, because one LiDAR is apparently for amateurs, multiple radars, and HD cameras all around. It's like having a very expensive, very judgmental guardian angel watching your every move. Features include adaptive cruise control, the car drives itself in traffic so you can stress-eat snacks, lane centering, stays in lane better than most Uber drivers, collision prevention, saves you from yourself, automatic parking, because parallel parking is hard and we're tired of pretending it's not, and off-road assist modes, for when you accidentally take a wrong turn and end up in the wilderness. The strong body-on-frame construction combined with active suspension gives this SUV incredible stability even on terrain that would make a mountain goat reconsider its life choices. And remember, even with a tire blowout, the U8L can keep itself balanced using instant torque adjustments. It's safer than most people's life decisions. In China, the standard U8 Premium Edition sells for 1,098,000 RMB, roughly $150,000. The U8L Luxury Edition, with its longer body and upgraded interior, starts at 1,280,000 RMB. That's about $179,800 to $181,000 USD. That puts it in direct competition with the Range Rover Autobiography, which can't float. Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600 also can't float. And Toyota Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport definitely can't float. Sensing a pattern here? Here's the kicker. It's cheaper than a Bentley Bentayga or Rolls-Royce Cullinan, but has literally twice the technology and can survive a flood. The Bentley gives you prestige. The YangWang gives you prestige and amphibious capabilities. Tough choice, I know. Here's the part where American viewers start crying into their double bacon cheeseburgers. Australia. Right-hand drive prototypes have been tested. Launch expected late 2025 to early 2026. Australians might actually get to buy a car that's more over-the-top than their wildlife. Congratulations, mates. Europe. YangWang brand confirmed to debut in 2026, starting with the U8 and U9, the flying supercar. Yes, really. Europeans will soon be floating through the Alps in style. America and Canada. Awkward silence. No official timeline yet. BYD hasn't confirmed U8's entry due to strict regulations, tariffs, and the fact that Americans are still figuring out if Chinese EVs are friends or foes. Possibly 2026 or later, but don't hold your breath. You're more likely to see Bigfoot driving one first. India. BYD operates locally, but no U8 plans announced yet. Right-hand drive models could arrive after 2026, depending on demand and whether anyone wants to float through monsoon season in an $18,000 SUV. So if you're in Europe or Australia, congratulations! You might see this amphibious monster on your streets within 12 months. Americans, keep dreaming and writing angry letters to Congress. Moving on. This is the Hongqi E-HS9. A full-size electric luxury SUV that looks like a Rolls-Royce, accelerates like a Tesla, and costs half of what you'd expect. 6 screens, presidential-level luxury, and enough presence to make Bentley owners question their life choices. Starting at just $70,000, this Chinese masterpiece is rewriting the rules. Can you actually buy one? And should you? Let's find out. Before we dive in, let's talk about Hongqi, because most of you just said, Hong what now? Hongqi translates to red flag in Chinese. This isn't some startup. This is China's oldest and most prestigious automaker, founded in 1958. They're the Chinese equivalent of Cadillac, except they actually build cars that presidents drive. While Cadillac was building land yachts for Americans cruising Route 66, Hongqi was building parade limousines for Chairman Mao Zedong. For decades, Hongqi was exclusively for government officials. You couldn't just walk into a dealership and buy one. Around 2018, Hongqi opened up to regular people. And by regular people, they mean folks who can afford $70,000 to $110,000 luxury SUVs. The E-HS9 is Hongqi's full-size all-electric luxury SUV flagship. Think Cadillac Escalade EV, BMW iX, and Mercedes EQS SUV, except it costs significantly less and comes with more features. This thing is massive, 17 feet long, seats 7 people in absolute luxury, or 6 in the captain's chair configuration. Picture this. You're at a stoplight. A Bentley Bentayga pulls up next to you. $230,000 worth of British luxury. Then this pulls up on the other side, and suddenly, the Bentley driver is Googling what is a Hongqi. The E-HS9 is imposing. Over 17 feet long, nearly 7 feet wide, almost 6 feet tall. That's bigger than a BMW X7 and nearly as large as a Cadillac Escalade. The front fascia has this massive grille with vertical chrome slats. It's like they took a Rolls-Royce Phantom's grille and made it bolder. Above the grille sits the Hongqi emblem, a red flag that lights up at night. Very dramatic. The LED headlights are slim and aggressive. From the side, you've got flush door handles that pop out when you approach, and massive 21 or 22-inch alloy wheels. The two-tone color scheme with a black roof contrasting body colors like sapphire blue, jasper red, or pearl white is sophisticated without being boring. Chrome everywhere. Chrome on the windows, door handles, bumpers. American boomers are looking at this thinking, finally, someone understands me. The rear has full-width LED taillights that look like a continuous light bar. At night, this thing looks like a spaceship. There's also a powered liftgate that opens automatically when you wave your foot under the bumper. The paint quality is deep, glossy, and legitimately comparable to German luxury brands. The E-HS9 measures 5,209 millimeters long, BMW iX 4,953 millimeters, Mercedes EQS SUV 5,125 millimeters, Cadillac Escalade 5,382 millimeters. So the E-HS9 is longer than a BMW iX and nearly matches the Escalade. The wheelbase is over 10 feet, which means acres of interior space. Ground clearance is about 8 inches for speed bumps and light off-roading. Curb weight, 6,170 to 6,830 pounds, depending on battery size. This thing weighs as much as 2 Honda Civics. The E-HS9 comes in multiple configurations. Base model has 2 electric motors, one front and one rear. Each produces 215 horsepower. Combined output, 429 horsepower with all-wheel drive. Top-tier model has 215 horsepower front motor and 329 horsepower rear motor. Combined output, 543 horsepower. 543 horsepower in a luxury family SUV. That's more power than a Ford Mustang GT. Performance numbers: 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds in the base model, 4.7 seconds in the top trim. A 6,800-pound SUV doing 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche Boxster, and it's silent. Pure speed with no engine roar. The all-wheel drive system continuously adjusts power distribution for optimal traction. Rain, snow, no problem. 3 battery options: 84 kilowatt-hour battery, 289 miles official range, real world, 230 to 250 miles. Best for city driving and daily commutes. 99 kilowatt-hour battery, 320 miles official range, real world, 260 to 280 miles. Best for weekend trips and suburban families. 120 kilowatt-hour battery, 428 miles official range, real world, 340 to 370 miles. Best for road trips and people who hate charging stations. Real-world range is typically 15 to 20% less than official Chinese test numbers, but 340 to 370 miles of real range? You could drive from LA to San Francisco on a single charge. Energy consumption averages 22 to 25 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, which is efficient for a vehicle this size. The E-HS9 supports fast charging up to 120 kilowatts. With 120 kilowatts, DC fast charging, 10% to 80% in approximately 45 to 50 minutes, 20% to 80%, about 35 to 40 minutes. For home charging, it supports 11 kilowatts AC charging, 0% to 100% takes 8 to 12 hours depending on battery size. Perfect for overnight charging. The E-HS9 has vehicle-to-load capability. You can use your car as a giant power bank. Going camping, power your electric grill and lights. Power outage at home? Your E-HS9 can power essential appliances. Opening the door, you're greeted by soft-closed doors that glide shut with a satisfying thunk. Premium materials everywhere. Napa leather on the seats, dashboard, door panels. Real wood trim, walnut or ebony. Alcantara on the headliner, that fancy suede-like material used in supercars. Color schemes: graphite black and garnet red. Beige and brown, all black. 6 screens. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. A massive 16.2-inch central touchscreen controlling everything. A 12.3-inch front passenger screen for watching movies. 3 rear screens for second and third row passengers. The infotainment has AR navigation with augmented reality directions, voice control, 4G/5G connectivity, and over-the-air software updates. First row seats are 12 or 16-way power adjustable with heating, cooling, and massage function. 8 massage programs. Memory function saves your preferred position. The second row in 6-seater configuration has 2 captain's chairs with full leg rest. Not just recline, full leg rest like a lazy boy. heating, cooling, massage, folding tray tables, wireless phone charging, individual climate controls, and privacy curtains. Third row? Adults can actually fit here with legitimate headroom and legroom. Power folding seats, cup holders, USB ports. Massive panoramic sunroof stretching from first to second row. The steering wheel has sensors for hands-free driving assist, advanced driver assistance, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree camera system, automatic emergency braking, traffic sign recognition, and self-parking. 64 colors of ambient lighting, premium audio with 14 to 22 speakers, surround sound, and active noise cancellation. Wireless Apple, CarPlay, and Android Auto. Remote vehicle control via smartphone. Digital key using your phone. High-strength steel frame, aluminum body panels, crumple zones. 8 to 10 airbags. Electronic stability control, traction control, anti-lock brakes, hill start assist, hill descent control. ISOFIX anchors for car seats, alarm system, immobilizer, GPS tracking. China pricing. E-HS9 Comfort. 7-seater with 84 kilowatt-hours starts at around $69,000. Luxury 6-seater with 99 kilowatt-hours? About $83,000. Top exclusive flagship with 120 kilowatt-hours? Around $103,000. International pricing. Philippines, $85,000 to $106,000. UAE and Middle East, $90,000 to $122,500. Compare that. BMW YangWang starts at $87,000. Mercedes EQS SUV starts at $105,000. Tesla Model X Plaid starts at $99,000. Cadillac Escalade IQ expected around $130,000. Bentley Bentayga, $240,000 plus. The E-HS9 matches or exceeds their features and costs significantly less. Bentley-level luxury for BMW money. Currently available: China, Middle East, including UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait. Southeast Asia, including Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. Europe, including Norway and select EU markets. Expansion timeline. Singapore launch expected first half of 2026 with the E-HS9 alongside 2 other models. UK launch targeted for 2026. Hongqi plans to open over 200 European dealerships before the end of 2028. Slovenia just opened its first sales center in October 2025. Hongqi is targeting annual sales of 30,000 to 50,000 in Europe within 5 years. Not yet available, United States, not available, and probably won't be anytime soon due to 27.5% tariff on Chinese vehicles, EPA regulations, and political tensions. Canada, same situation. Australia, no official plans. South America, not yet. Africa, limited markets. The American problem: tariffs, regulations, and skepticism about Chinese cars. Meanwhile, China's building electric SUVs that make German engineering look lazy. Pros: insane value. $150,000 worth of features for $70,000 to $103,000. Presidential luxury rivaling German and British brands. 6 screens. 543 horsepower in top trim. Spacious for 7 adults. Up to 370 miles real range. Cutting-edge tech. Unique styling. Cons: limited availability. Brand recognition issues. Significant depreciation in European markets. Service network concerns with expensive maintenance, costly spare parts, and supply delays. Resale value uncertain. Software less polished than Western brands. Charging infrastructure compatibility challenges. The depreciation issue is real in Europe. If you're buying as an investment, understand the value might drop faster than traditional luxury brands. But if you're keeping it long-term, less relevant. Early adopters and tech enthusiasts who love being first. Value-conscious luxury buyers who want the experience without the traditional price. Large families needing 7 seats with actual comfort. Business owners in available markets for client transportation. Environmentally conscious buyers wanting zero emissions with luxury. Who should avoid it? Traditional luxury brand loyalists who need the BMW or Mercedes badge. People needing extensive service networks. Those in markets with no official presence. Resale value hawks worried about depreciation. Hongqi is aggressively expanding globally. They're building infrastructure, opening experience centers, establishing service networks. Over 200 European dealerships planned before 2028. Singapore and UK launches in 2026. They're not here to play, they're here to compete. Will they succeed in America? That's the billion-dollar question. The political landscape would need to shift dramatically. But 20 years ago, who thought Korean cars would compete with Japanese reliability? 15 years ago, who believed Tesla could make it? 10 years ago, who thought Chinese smartphones would dominate? The 2025 Hongqi E-HS9 is a legitimate luxury electric SUV that punches way above its weight. It's not perfect. Brand recognition isn't there. Service networks are limited. Resale value is uncertain. Most of the world can't buy one yet, but what you get is genuinely impressive. Presidential materials, cutting-edge technology, real performance, actual space for 7, legitimate range, a price that makes German competitors look overpriced. Is it better than a BMW iX? Depends on what you value. BMW has the badge and proven reliability. Hongqi has more space, more features, costs less. The real question is whether you're willing to take a chance on a brand still proving itself outside China, and whether you're in a market where you can buy one. If you're in the Middle East, Europe, or Southeast Asia, and you want luxury without breaking the bank, the E-HS9 deserves serious consideration. If you're in America, you can appreciate it from afar and hope the political situation changes. The automotive landscape is shifting. The old guard is being challenged by new players. The 2025 Hongqi E-HS9 proves luxury doesn't need a six-figure price tag or a German zip code. Would you consider a Hongqi over BMW or Mercedes? Are Chinese luxury cars ready for the world stage? Let us know in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more car reviews. Thanks for watching.